The strangest mega project in the world. Hello lovely YouTube family, welcome back to Future Tens. In today's video, we are going to talk about the strangest mega project in the world. Before we start, hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. The projects are very big and unique, that's why they have been called mega projects. Some of the mega projects are as follows. 1. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge cost $10.6 billion. The near 50-kilometer-long project will link three major cities in China's Pearl River Delta and will be the world's longest bridge. The sea crossing will link Hong Kong, Zhuhai City in China's Guangdong province, and Macau via a three-lane dual bridge and tunnel system featuring a series of three cable-stayed bridges and an undersea tunnel, as well as three artificial islands spanning the Lingding-Yang Channel. It is due to open to traffic later this year. 2. Jubail 2 cost $11 billion. Jubail Industrial City in Saudi Arabia was first built in the 1970s but is now growing rapidly, with expansion to 6,200 hectares set to be finished in 2024. The project is so large, it has been split into 4 phases and will include another 100 plants and an oil refinery. The earthworks process alone will require moving more than 30 million cubic meters of aggregates, along with the installation of almost 4-meter-wide pipelines to carry water from the sea into the industrial facilities at a rate of 200,000 cubic man-hour. Another 50,000 residential units will be added by 2026 as part of the expansion process. 3. Beijing Daxing International Airport cost $13 billion. The second airport for China's capital will be able to handle up to 100 million passengers a year. It is made up of 1.6 million cubic meters of concrete, 52,000 tons of steel, and covers 47 square kilometers, including runways. 2 of China's 3 major airlines, China Eastern Airlines and China Southern Airlines, will move to the airport, which lies nearly 70 kilometers south of Beijing when it is finished later next year. 4. London Crossrail, $23 billion. More than 40 kilometers of extra track is being added to the tube system to connect 40 stations in London and the southeast. The new railway will be known as the Elizabeth Line when it opens through central London this year. The project has involved building a new line running from Reading and Heathrow in the west through 42 kilometers of new tunnels under London to Shenfield and Abbey Wood in the east. The new line will be fully integrated with London's existing transport network and will be operated by Transport for London. 5. Dubai Land cost $64 billion. It will cover 173 square kilometers with theme parks, sports venues, and the world's biggest hotel by 2025. The park, which will equal London's Hyde Park for size, will include 30 kilometers of pedestrian pathways, 20 kilometers of jogging track, more than 14 kilometers of cycle tracks, and 7 kilometers of nature trails. The park will equal London's Hyde Park for size. It will also include 55 playgrounds for children, 45 sports grounds, 5 major events areas, and retail space for shops, restaurants, and coffee shops. 6. California High-Speed Rail cost $70 billion. The rail line will be built between Los Angeles and San Francisco and be ready by 2030, cutting the journey time to just 2 hours and 40 minutes with speeds of up to 350 kilometers per hour. The system will eventually extend to Sacramento and San Diego, totaling 1,300 kilometers with up to 24 stations. But with cost blowouts and a revised budget adding an extra 20% to the build price, the project is now under a cloud. It appears that they are finally bringing forth more realistic cost estimates and a more realistic schedule. Stephen Levy, Executive Director and Senior Economist with the Center for Continuing Study of the California Economy. The whole project remains in doubt as the costs increase and the funding gap increases. 7. South to North Water Transfer Project, China, cost $78 billion. China is building 3 giant canals to bring 44.8 billion cubic meters of fresh water a year from the Yangtze River to southern China, to arid and industrialized areas of the country in the north. The monumental undertaking is expected to take a whopping 48 years to complete. The scheme has already taken 50 years from conception to commencement. When finished, it will link China's 4 main rivers, the Yangtze, Yellow, Huaihe, and Haihe. 8. Al Maktoum International Airport, Dubai, cost $82 billion. Once finished, Dubai's second airport will be the world's biggest and service 160 million travelers a year. The first phase includes adding 2 new runways and 2 large concourses housing dozens of aircraft gates each. The new airport will eventually boast 5 parallel runways spaced far enough apart so they can all be used at the same time and have enough gates for hundreds of wide-body planes. Emirates is expected to move its hub to there shortly after the first expansion phase is complete, freeing up space in the older airport. 9. International Space Station, cost $150 billion. Officially completed in 2011, the proposed expansion includes adding 4 new modules this year and in 2019. The ISS is the largest human-made body in low Earth orbit and can often be seen with the naked eye from Earth. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.